our winners and losers, shall we? So, our winners and losers for the Catalunya Grand Prix. I mean, biggest loser, I'm going to say, is it's going to have to be. It's going to has to be Jorge Martin, the biggest loser of the sprint race, simply because he's the guy that Marquez is out. He needs to take points. Whilst I appreciate the Aprilias, let's be honest, they did not do particularly well. Yeah, what's he doing crashing out? I mean, absolute disaster. Kind of non-classified, really, is this guy here, Joan Mir, simply because, yeah, he pretty much was just a passenger, wasn't he? So fingers crossed for that, but still, not good at all. Next up, we have got Brad Binder. Yeah, I mean, this guy, again, no, not classified. Start accident, but still. It's always funny, isn't it? I always say, you can never win the race at the start, but you can certainly lose it. And sadly, lose it, Brad Binder did. So next up, we have Mr. Fernandez, who finished 18th and pretty much last in the Trackhouse Aprilia, Considering how good his teammate did, that's kind of a bit embarrassing. Next up, we've got Toprak, who started kind of at the back. He was pretty much a no-show for the sprint race, and to be fair, qualifying on the Saturday. But I don't, if I'm honest though, and I'm trying to be fair, devil's advocate, Jack Miller, I mean, he finished 16th. He didn't do particularly well. It was looking good. He was in Q2, it was looking good, and then the reverse gear kind of, the reverse gear here. Kind of almost in order now. We've got Alex Rins in 15th. Yes, I know the Yamaha isn't particularly great at the moment, but still, very, kind of somewhat disappointing. As is 14th, Diego Marrero in the Pro Honda LCR. Again, I mean, you turned up, which was good. Next is Fabio Guartararo. I'm shocking at pronouncing these names, I'm so sorry. But yeah, I mean, the Monster Energy Yamaha, kind of like, the best of the Yamahas, I guess. Which is kind of like a crown, but it's a crown. Is it really a crown you want when you're constantly finishing in the second half? I really don't know, if I'm honest. In 11th place was Luca Marini in the next Honda, which not too bad, if I'm honest. And then Aldegar is next. Again, solid 12th-ish, but still. Hopefully for the race they're going to do they're going to not do too bad. Next up is Marco Bezzecchi. Okay, he didn't fall over like Jorge Martin, but still, captain average, isn't he? Captain average, especially when considering who beat him. We'll get into that. Bagnaia is next. Yeah, he did turn up. You kind of, I know he finished 6th, but you kind of expect him to do a bit better, really, especially with his teammate out, and his whole team is going to be focused around it. Next up was Bastianini in the KTM, who finished 10th. So yeah, solid if unspectacular. I agree with next. I want to say solid and kind of spectacular. Yeah, I know his qualifying was not particularly great, but in the Trackhouse Aprilia, this guy, as we always said, when the race starts to get to an end, he is absolutely amazing. He does amazing things, doesn't he, with his tyres? He is the tyre whisperer of MotoGP. Next up, we got Frankie Morbidelli, who I think solid, not as solid as his teammate, mind you, in VR46 Racing, but it was good. And the fact that Rossi was there, it was really nice to see. So a solid result for Mr. Morbidelli in 7th place. Next up, we've got Johan Zarco, who finished 5th. A lot better than Le Mans, wasn't it? His home race. That was kind of like a heartbreak, really, for him, wasn't it? But there we go. I think a really solid result there. Really solid. Now we get into our MotoGP podium. And the guy that finished 2nd, I'm going to put 3rd. Yes, he nearly won. He did lose the lead. And I think a couple of mistakes. He nearly, he went down to 3rd. And you kind of thought, he kind of went away in the middle of the sprint race. And I can't help but feeling he probably should have won. He did say if there was another lap, he would have done really well. He probably would have won. But still, which is why I've put this guy here, Fabio Di Grantonio. Because I think he did really well. That you got the pressure. You got the pressure on. and he finished third. He got that podium in Barcelona, which was, I think, absolutely brilliant. But this guy did one better, simply because, yes, I think it really should have been Acosta that won. He got a bit of a lead, and then I think, I don't know why, but he seemed to struggle a tiny bit. But there we go. But still, he did end up winning, which I thought was brilliant. So, if you made it to the end, though, consider giving us a subscribe. That will be absolutely amazing as we go down there. So, we will speak to you next time, probably after the Catalunya Grand Prix. Who's going to win? I think it's going to be between Alex Marquez and Acosta. I think if Acosta gets the lead, he has learned a lot from this sprint race. So surely Mr. Acosta is going to have the advantage, assuming he gets into that first corner first. Who is going to be victim of that first corner? Who absolutely knows? But I'll speak to you soon. Thank you very much. Stay safe on those two wheels. See you next time.